Om. Om. गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्।
Shantihi will become Shant. In even the next word follows, some changes take place to the last letter, facing the first letter of the successive word, called Sandhi. Therefore, Shantihi, Shantihi, Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi, Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi. You never say Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Such a word doesn't exist. There is no word Shanti. There is no word at all. There is no such word. Shantihi is the word. Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi.
Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi.
Yeah. A few chants we learn, and we learn very well. The meaning of this I will tell later in the satsang. Now we have a set of verses. And these verses are set in a simple form of music by our Mukesh ji. Okay? Some others also did, but he has got his own, and I like what he does. So he has chosen some beautiful one melody, I think, only one, Darbari, Darbari. One melody. And which is very soothing melody. For absorption, it is very good. Certain melodies are very, very effective when you want to help people find certain inner absorption. क्या है? Okay? So, inner absorption. This inner absorption is in Sanskrit called layaha. Liyate. It's not just mind. We all the time we say mind. Mind finds a certain absorption. It's not mind. It is the person. The whole individual. The whole individual, the thinking individual, the responding person. The responding person to the world, to the inner world, to the external world. The one who responds, that person is you. That person is referred by me as you. By yourself as I. So when you say I, aham, equivalent to I is aham. It's a very interesting word, aham. We will look into that word again later, once we have studied a little bit of this verses. So this aham, I, gains an absorption this person who is given to concerns, is subject to anxiety, subject to apprehension, fear, subject to disappointment, regret, remorse, cause anger. Not mind. The person is angry. The person hates. The person is jealousy. Mind is a whipping boy for no reason. One good thing about the mind is you may be talking about the mind, it doesn't exist at all. Because it's gone, which mind you are talking? Mind has a thought, vritti, and that vritti is kshanika, is momentary. You see the motion of my hand. You see the motion. Why? How? How you can see? Different frames in the mind, thought frame. At this point, at this point, at this point, at this point, at this point. Your thought frame, suppose, moves slowly. Due to your great meditations, watching the mind. If you watch the mind, that's what happens. If you either watch the mind or eat too much tofu, both, I'm sorry. So either way, you have your mind moving very slowly. Then do you know what will happen? You will be seeing my hand like this. Like animations. Like so smooth. That means all the tofu that you are eating is within the limit. You can check up now and then. Tofu level. So fast. Thought is momentary. Therefore, then which mind you are whipping? The one who owns those thoughts. That is the person to be whipped, if at all you want to whip yourself. If you want to have a whipping boy, you don't need. Honestly, you don't need if you understand. So this person gains an absorption. Or excitement. It all depends upon the type of occupation you have. Music, let us take. There is a music that can bring about an absorption, that can bring about some excitement and exhaustion. These days you do music. You stand and do music. In a flight, when I was coming from India here, I was trying to get some sleep in the night. Then my neighbor And what does he do? If it's funny, he is listening to music. In the seat, he cannot but do that. That is the type of music. He is listening to some music. In the seat, he forgets who is sitting next, that there is somebody sitting next, and he is trying to sleep, all that forgotten. Because you do music. There is also absorption. Understand? The rhythm brings about absorption. Takka, 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 takka. You need not think. If you don't think, you have an absorption. That rhythm has got a capacity to get you. Melodies also can get you. And when you do music, you get exhausted. When you allow yourself to listen to music, listening takes place. The melody brings about an absorption. Concerns, anxieties, worries, fears, all these one is subject to. And even suppose one is not worried, but having worried, the worried person is still dormant, correct? Dormant. The jealous person is dormant. The hateful person, the angry person is dormant. And the music can resolve even the dullness that is created by the dormant worried person. There's a reason for it. We will be looking into that. The dormant person seems to disappear for the time being. Where is that person? So far worried, so far anxious. Where is that guy? Gone. So that's music. Whatever be the type of music, but this one, there is no exhaustion involved. There is no passing out involved. That is this particular melody chosen for these verses, which is very absorbed. You will be hearing, some of you have heard this, some of you will be hearing perhaps for the first time, or you have heard these verses So the music brings about an absorption. Music has no nationality. Music has culture. It is transnational, but it is not transcultural. Cultural in the sense it's different. One is not used to that. Ears which are used to notes that are not ornate. So Indian music is of ornate notes, highly embellished notes, except two notes. Maybe only one note. All embellished, Mukeshji will teach you. And therefore, one has to discover one has to understand a little bit, which understanding Mukeshji will give. But then music being what it is, so it crosses countries, cultures, time, place, and puts you into what I say, laya. There are many means of gaining laya. Music is one. Is the best one available. For gaining laya, no other means is as effective as assured. One can be assured of that laya. Of course, if the music doesn't disturb you. There are disturbing forms of music when the notes are all out of tune, out of all that. It can cause problems also. But if it is proper, there is nothing like music. Perhaps for a length of time, to have that laya, music is the best means. But it's not mere music. If there is a lyric, the lyric must be an elevating the lyric. It must have, the words must be meaningful, highly meaningful, highly educate, revealing. But the words are revealing only when they are known. Even if they are English words, they won't be revealing unless they are understood. Here, English words have no meaning. We need to understand. Some of these words need to be understood. If the lyric is, hit the road, Jack, don't come no more, no more, no more, no more. Lyric. What a lyric. I am amused. It's amusing lyric. Not revealing. Not elevating. Not helpful to drop all. But you can identify with them, you can get amused. Hit the road, Jack. Because everyone has gone through that kind of experience. A time comes you have to tell the other guy, hit the road, Jack. Jack or Jackie, so it doesn't matter. Don't come no more, no more, no more. Don't come no more, double negative. Become positive, please come. But it's okay. So here, the words, the revealing words, not simply inspiring words. There are different words. Some positive thinking words, giving you hope. Words give you some amusement. Different rasas, different emotional sentiments. Maximum they can, those are the words. Not these verses, words. These words reveal certain facts. And these facts are not strange facts. Whatever one thinks about oneself, suppose that is wrong. Suppose it is wrong. What one thinks, what one is, suppose it is wrong. And words that point out the mistake and correct that mistake. And on the other hand, what is the truth? Welcome truth. Suppose the mistake is corrected and the truth makes you smaller than what you had mistaken to be. Better not to correct the mistake. Maybe we have to correct the mistake, face the reality, but it's nothing gained. It's a loss. Yesterday's news. Some infants cannot travel. They were stopped from traveling. In this country. Infants. Certain infants were not allowed to travel. Why? Because they are terrorists. The computer printout tells these fellows should not be allowed to travel. And they are infants. They have the same names of the listed fellows. Computer is blind. Then they have to. And the baby has to have a passport, this and that, varieties of problems afterwards. What I say, the mistaken identity. Where there is no harm, there cannot be a harm from these infants. And these infants are denied to travel. Mistaken identity. See, you see certain harm where there is no harm. So the harmless is mistaken for a person who can cause harm. And if that person happens to be yourself, and the mistake is committed also by yourself, the harmless is you, and the person who commits the mistake against the harmless, blemishless, a person, free person. Blemish means there is no blemish of any type, any lack. Any lack is a blemish. Inadequacy. Any deficiency in terms of security, in terms of happiness, deficiency, not in terms of money. Money is meant for security. Not buying power, etc. That's not what we are talking about. That sense of insecurity is a blemish centered on I, not mind. You always say the mind, my mind is always restless. Hey, don't say mind is restless. You say, I am restless. That is better. Then you address the problem. Otherwise, you are addressing a problem that doesn't exist. If you say, I am restless, there is some reality about it. We can address that. Or you, I can ask a question. Your mind is restless when you say, which is not a fact. Mind is not restless. It doesn't exist to be restless. It exists for a moment, gone, exists for a moment, gone, exists for a moment, gone. What is it restless? It's a wrong problem. A problem that doesn't exist. That's why we should just forget about this mind. Use it whenever you need it. It's not a problem. Then you say, I am the problem? I don't say that. You are the problem. I say you are the solution. If you are the problem. So, if there is a mistake, I don't say there is a mistake. That we have to discover. If there is a mistake, and the mistake against one who is free from blemish, the mistake will impute blemish. If I am free from blemish, if that is mistaken, that person is mistaken, then I am of some blemish. Let us see if it is free from being insecure. Mistake would make me insecure. If the self is free from being small, insignificant, mistake would make me small, insignificant. And therefore, here, the mistake is a great loss. So these verses are not inspiring verses, positive thinking verses, empathy creating verses, amusing verses, or some musing. Verses very revealing. Revealing certain facts we need to know. Every human being has to know. Not knowing is the nuisance. Not knowing, one makes oneself a problem. To oneself and to others. Everyone becomes a person to be dealt with by others. And one requires to be dealt with by others. Not only by others, one has to deal with oneself. When others have to deal with you, then you have to deal with yourself. Because others are dealing with you. They have to deal with you. They have to prepare themselves because they are going to meet you. What a life. They have to prepare themselves. And so that means I become a problem to myself. And these verses negate what you are not, correct the mistake, and reveal this is what you are. So what you are is one line. What you are not are many lines. What you are is repetitive. What you are not to be understood. So the understanding implies negation because there is error. Error committed against oneself. So, these verses are given to you. They're there in your hand. They're given, yeah. This one. These verses are 6 in number. Therefore, they are called shatakas. Shat means 6. That which has got 6 verses is called shatkaha. 8 verses, ashtakas. 5 verses, panchaka. 10 verses, dashaka. 100 verses, shataka. Like this we have. We have literature. In all this, there are panchakams, there are ashtakams, there are dashakams, means 5, 6, 8, 10, 100, 1,000. So these verses are 6 shatkas, shat verses, 6 verses, shatka. And it has got an adjective, Nirvana shatakam. Nirvana. Nirvana means freedom, moksha. Freedom from all blemish, all deficiency. So freedom from blemish, deficiency, is that freedom sixfold or what? That freedom in 6 verses, that freedom is talked here, can be talked in 1,000 verses, it can be talked in 100 verses, can be talked in 10 verses, it can be talked in 1 verse also. It is now here talked in 6 verses. So, Nirvanasya shatakam. Nirvana is the subject matter for which verses? Which 6 verses? It's called Nirvana shatakam. Composed by Shankara. Shankara is a very important, an important teacher. In the line of teachers we recount, he doesn't have anything really his own to contribute. He is an acharya, a teacher. A teacher of a subject matter which is already there. The subject matter is what we say the Upanishad, Vedanta. So that subject matter, the Upanishad is the subject matter. And in this, in the teaching of the Upanishad, Shankara is only one of the teachers in the line, but he presented the tradition of teaching in a book form. What would otherwise pass as a oral tradition, even now it is oral. Teaching is always done, not through books. Even today, it is a matter to be listened to from a teacher. But when you present the Upanishad, you present also the whole, you require the key to open the Upanishad verses, can be viewed differently. Some same words can mean different things to different people. And so to get the key to open these Upanishads, You require a certain vision and methodology of opening that vision. The Upanishad says, all that is here is Ishvara, God. What you say, God? All that is here is God. Not delusion, Maya. Shankara doesn't say, Upanishad doesn't say, all that is here is Ishvara. And Shankara makes sure that you understand that. All that is here is Ishvara. He had never said, all that is here is Maya. Never. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. Kalu, indeed, idam sarvam, all that is here, Brahma. Brahma means Ishvara, the Lord. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. If there is such a thing as one limitless whole, all that is here is one limitless whole, period. There is nothing to talk about it. There is only to understand what it is all about. How to see that fact. All that is here is one Brahma. And the whole teaching is meant to make one see. Therefore, Shankara was an acharya. Narayanam Padmabhavam Vasishtam Shaktim cha Tatputra Parasharam cha. Vyasam Shukam. This is the order we talk about. If you say at the top of everything is the Lord. At the top of your own family is the Lord. You have to say that. Who is the first father means the Lord. Who is the first mother also is the Lord. Because mother had a mother. Father had a father. Therefore you have to, any one thing you have to start with Narayana, the Lord. Then afterwards we have a certain names. Vyasam, Shukam, Gaudapadam, Mahantam, Govinda Yogindra Matasya Sishyam Sri Shankaram, Shankaracharya. Vyasa, Shuka, Gaudapada, Shankara. Iti. We have a few names, and Shankara becomes the last link to Vyasa. a link to Vyasa. And Vyasa becomes a link to Bhagavan. Well, since these are the names we have, so Shankara becomes a very important Acharya, the tradition of teaching. Where there is a belief system, there is nothing to teach. The teaching is only humbug. It is only just a sort of confusing people, all camouflage. A belief system requires to be presented to the other. This is what I believe, these are the set of beliefs, you believe them, finished, this is over. You follow this, you will go to heaven and there you will. This is how belief system is. Nothing wrong. One can have that, but there is no teaching tradition. There cannot be, and there should not be. Because there's confusion. Set the beliefs, say, spell it out, each one of them, and then spell out the beliefs, and this is how you believe, and you will have later some kind of salvation after death somewhere. It's very simple. But if you teach, then there should be something to be discovered right now. The limitless cannot come. If I say there is one limitless whole, it cannot be an advent, cannot be an event. One has to know. You are in for a lot of good music. And a good vision to discover through these 6 verses. Okay? So the lyric is not ordinary. Not a lyric. Teaching it is. So we will see the beauty when we meet again. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
Close our eyes and reflect on all that we have learned and understood. And let's share our understanding. Today, Swamiji spoke of a variety of things. One was he started off with the laya, as in what laya does. It brings in absorption of the mind, wherein the usual uh, tendencies of the mind, or the angry mind, or the frustrated mind, or the worrying mind, that becomes dormant, and you get absorbed in that, in in the music, in the lyrics. And then he spoke about what revealing how the lyrics are, whether they are meaningful, not meaningful, amusing, or just revealing. And Nirvana Shatakam is all about, it is a teaching in itself. It's not a belief system, because there is something to discover, something to know.
Voice is little feeble.
My voice is feeble.
Little, yes.
Is it better now? Yeah. So I would encourage all of us also to share.
Hari Om. Swamiji focused so well on the fundamental error. It reminded me of our, in Bhagavad Gita also, he had said that when you, the whole theorem, you can derive with a wrong conclusion if the mistake is fundamental. So here, so beautifully he said, and the importance of music and chanting to have that laya. It was like so. He started with the word shantihi. How we are all used to pronounce it wrong. There is no word called shanti. It is shantihi. And then he went on to, he gave an example of his, when he was sitting on a plane and he was bothered by a person who was immersed in the listening to music. So how he said that it was doing music, the difference between listening to music and doing was the word I did not remember. Doing music?
Yeah, it's the doing.
Yeah. So the very subtle differences Swamiji talked about today very beautifully. Instead of doing music, we should have that listening and getting immersed in that with all as a person. That's what he emphasized on. As a person.
Volume, please.
It's quite audible. I think maybe you should check your volume once. I'm able to hear Bela very clearly. Maybe individual audios have to be checked.
Yeah, there's due to network problem, it happens many times. Yeah.
Regarding the Shantihi, he says it is not Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi. He says Shantish, Shantish, Shantihi. That the ending word of the first word becomes the starting of the second word. So it's a continuum.
Yeah, because of the Sandhi rules, the ending word only gets the Visarga, right?
Right. So Shanti, Shanti, Shanti is how it has to be correctly
pronounced, correctly said.
He has been saying that from the very beginning. He says, when you learn properly. and that it is evident in the way he's giving the teaching in such a very methodical, very detailed manner, where
And the way he's chanting also, yesterday when he was chanting, the each word, I mean, they were so clearly pronounced. I wish we could get in his voice the whole Nirvana shatakam. Then he talked about the mind, which has no existence.
there were a few things that seemed to be kind of contradicting, but in the
Yeah,
previous
yesterday.
verse, in chapter 17, I think he talks of 17 or 16. He says, don't say, I am restless. Say the mind is restless. It's the mind that is restless. But here, he seemed to have said the other way around. Maybe we need to understand it in the context. Ultimately, every teaching has to be understood in the context in which it is said. So rather than get into confusion, I think here in this context, he said, for us to understand, he said, probably it was meant to say, it is not the mind that is restless. That you can say, I am restless, and then you can go about understanding, because the
When
mind
Yeah,
has
that part was kind of how you put it. I am restless, like that.
there's a
Which part?
physical body, it is not I as that, which is the big I. That small
No,
I
when
is restless.
when the like train of thoughts going in your mind, then that becomes, people get confused or not having clarity in their mind. That makes you feel like that thinking, feeling part. There, that is connected to the mind. But then, as he said, the mind is like, it exists and it's gone, and it exists, it's gone. That means,
Kshanika.
yeah, it's not there. Like, mind is like one part of your brain or something. It sounds like, the thought comes and goes. Sometimes it's confusing, to hear. Like, even yesterday we talked about aham, naham, like I, not I. So if we say everything is not I, everything that you objectify, but then we also said everything is pervaded by Brahman.
that is what he talks. He exalts Shankaracharya, and why
Mm,
he's an acharya, how he
yeah.
has brought the tradition of teaching into a book form. Although it
Mm-hmm.
is an oral form of teaching, he has composed these beautiful verses, um, and through that he has expounded the teaching.
Right. I mean,
It
it
is through
it
these.
does. Mm-hmm. Go
Please
ahead.
go ahead.
No, that that came to my mind again. That um, so we can't separate, Brahman separate from all these existing things. Um, so it exists, and not exists. Like, I mean, that's where, it's a little bit above what we read, this Nirvana shatakam. isn't it? Like, so we kind of read it more like theoretical verse form of it. And then now if you think about it, um, yes, that's also right. This is also right.
That is
That's
what he
really
says.
nice.
Shankara says,
Yeah.
Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma.
Yeah.
Everything is Brahman.
Right. That where you wrote that note, actually, it's actually we can take it in really good notes with him because he speaks slowly, not that fast. Um, but then again, you try to think as he's talking, train of thought kind of missed it. But anyway, today I started in the middle of his talk, so I didn't really catch everything. Um, uh,
This
to
was
yeah,
He
the
just
way
spoke of
he
the
mentioned,
Dayananda lyrics and the music, how the music is absorbing.
yeah,
He
yeah.
spoke his
Even the
thoughts.
very first tape, he said the chant, what the difference between the chanting and reciting and the singing and the melodic way. So he put it in nice way of this music. I mean, they mentioned several the keywords like padam, padartha, like the word which communicates the meaning. Especially this music, even though it's a lot of music don't make sense, but then here this is more of teaching. Everything, every word filled with a lot to learn from it. That that's very true. And then he tried to say what Shivoham is like, all is Ishvara, everything is Ishvara. He never uttered a word about Maya. So we talk about Maya all the time. So the way he talks more positively, even though he negated everything, and then in the end everything is positive, everything is Ishvara. So that's where when you say Shivoham, I am Ishvara, like that way that is also another understanding, right? Shivoham, like I am um, Shiva, like that. Some translation. My understanding after listening to it, um, everything is Shiva or Ishvara. That's what he mentioned. Go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, the essence of everything which cannot be objectified. That's what he put more emphasis on. Whatever we can objectify. Yesterday I was just contemplating, like when he said that whatever you, so it includes even the Saguna Swarupa. That's why that Nirguna, that Lord, that Shivoham is not that Ishvara Shiva. It is that bliss. It is that Ananda which is complete and infinite. That Swarupa he is talking about. And that is why it is Maya word is not coming in his teaching. And he very beautifully said the difference between the belief and the teaching.
But Ishvara can be used for as Ishvara as a god, as well as you can say that Maya, right? Maya plus the power wielded with Maya, that with Brahman is also called Ishvara. So, when I mean, anyway, that I understand that. I don't know. You may explain it later.
Yeah,
I
I
don't.
think we just have to stay with the teaching and
Yeah,
follow the train of
follow it.
thought for
Yeah.
us to understand. He talks of the fundamental mistake you are whole, but then you think you are small, you think you are inadequate, you think you are insecure, and that is what makes you feel small. Whereas these revealing verses show what you truly are. And he says what you are is only one line and it's repetitive. But what you are not is several verses.
Many
You're
lines.
feeling that you are not.
Yeah.
The problem is we are caught up in that mistake, in that fundamental error.
Vikshepa. Is that called Vikshepa? Like today, while I was driving, I was looking at everything and okay, it's all not I. Then again, all Brahman. How can it be when you say not I? So that thing came to my head yes today. Anyway, we'll pretty much have to listen to all of it and then get a good sense of how we get this. Be nice. Today we did the fourth shatakam, right? Like
Yes,
fourth
today we fourth.
tape. Okay, tape.
So from today's session, the importance of laya, the importance of music, and the importance of listening to meaningful music where the lyrics are revealing, that is elevating. It is not just inspiring, it is revealing. It is so, rather than just listen to anything, when you refine what you're listening to, it it takes you up on the ladder of evolution. And we should be ever grateful to Adi Shankaracharya for having composed such gems of revelation. If nobody else is sharing, we'll play the Nirvana shatakam. Just chant the Shanti part. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Tat Sat Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कार चित्त
कर्तानि नाहं न च श्रोत्रजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायु चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायु न वा सप्तधातु न वा पञ्चकोशः न वाक्पाणिपादौ न चोपस्थपायु चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न मे द्वेषरागो न मे लोभमोहो मदोर्नैव मे नैव मात्सर्यभावः न धर्मो न चार्थो न कामो न मोक्षः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न मन्त्रो न तीर्थं न वेदा न यज्ञः अहं भोजनं नैव भोज्यं न भोक्ता चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न मे मृत्युशङ्का न मे जातिभेदः पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्म न बन्धुर्न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शिष्यः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूपो विभुर्व्याप्य सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां सदा मे समत्वं न मुक्तिर्न बन्धः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्